Welcome back to another weekly video. Today I want to talk a little bit about 5 things that I love in movies. If I see any one of these 5 things in a movie, it's highly likely that I'm going to rate that film 5 stars on Letterboxd. I've got my list here. Let's get into it. Coming in at number 1 or number 5, there's really no order to this list. The first thing here on my list is the Janus Films logo flashing on the screen before the movie starts. I love seeing the Janus Films logo because that's how you know whatever you're about to watch is going to be a banger. Also usually included with the Janus Films logo is the Criterion C animation. You know when you see that shiz, it's about to get real. I'm convinced that if the Janus Films or Criterion logo appeared before something like Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness, it would trick me into thinking that Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness was a good movie. Second thing on my list is blooper reels during the credits. Most movies are just 10 minutes of names and music. It's black and white, it's boring. What can I say? I'm a guy who likes to laugh. But on the real, more movies should do this. I would love to see a blooper reel at the end of something like, honestly, just insert any movie here that if I say this movie should have a blooper reel, I would look like a really bad person. If we're gonna make the movies fun again, well, that's okay, that sounded strangely like a certain person there. But if we're gonna make the movies fun again, we need to do blooper reels, you know, because there's nothing like watching a movie that you had a really great time at and then them just tying a nice little bow at the end of it with something like a blooper reel. Great example of this is a movie I talked about in my rom-com series that you should go check out. I did a bunch of shorts about rom-coms, but a great example of this is 10 Things I Hate About You. Great time, ties it off nicely with a blooper reel. Make blooper reels great again. All right, number 3 on my list is fisheye shots. This is maybe my favorite type of camera shot, which I know sounds not very film bro of me, but the reason I bring this up is because one of my favorite movies that I've watched this year was Rye Lane. To be honest, that's really the only example that I have that comes to mind right now when I think of really great fisheye shots. But Rye Lane is awesome. That movie rocks. And I think I love Fisheye because, I don't know, something about it feels homemade, 90s skate video vibe, music video-esque. I think really when it comes down to it, it's just a fun way to do something different with the camera and kind of subvert your expectations. Recently, I heard that the movie The Favorite does a lot of fisheye, but I haven't seen it, so I couldn't talk about it here, but that's one that I definitely will check out because my affinity for fisheye extends to all movies. At number 4, this is one of those things that if you know, you know, and I'm talking about a Saul Bass title sequence. Pardon the sports reference, but Saul Bass is like Steph Curry, which is to say he changed the game. Movie titles before Saul Bass were kind of boring as hell, like a black and white Google Slides presentation with no cool transitions. What's great about a Saul Bass title sequence is that it completely sets the tone thematically for the film you're about to watch. His titles always do a great job at capturing how the film feels when you watch it, which is something I guess you can only really appreciate after you've watched the film. But anyways, Saul Bass title sequences are awesome. Also his movie posters. Pretty much anything that guy touches turns to gold. Last, but certainly not least, coming in at number 5 is when a movie has great needle drops. Original scores are good. Okay, I love Hans Zimmer. I love Alexandre Desplat or whatever his name is. I don't even know. But sometimes the right needle drop just makes you feel je ne sais quoi. I don't know. But have you ever listened to a song and while you're listening to it, you imagine yourself in a music video for it? Maybe that's just me. Okay, well my point is I know directors hear a song and can imagine perfectly the cinematic sequence to accompany it. How do I know? This is how I know.
When we were writing, there's that scene where Bob De Niro is standing at the bar with a cigarette. And as I'm typing that stuff, he says, put in cream, put in cream. I said, what cream? Just write down cream. I said, what cream? Who are you talking about? Just put it. Do me a favor, just put it. So I typed in cream. While we're typing that scene, he's already listening to the music.
When there's a good needle drop in a movie, it gets me excited to watch more movies. A great needle drop is what makes movies so fun. It can also be equally fun, I would say, when you know or don't know the song, because if you know the song, you feel like you have great taste. And even if you don't know the song, all of a sudden you've been put on to great music. It's a win-win. Thank you guys so much for watching. That's my list. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you guys for all the continued support. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, follow me on Letterboxd, why don't you? And yeah, I'll catch you in the next one. You can leave now. Bye. No, like really, you can leave. You can go. The video's over. Okay. Okay.